position of power and influence is because of who you are and what you've been through. He needs you to go back and get your kind. I was coaching this week and I was trying to tell them how to find their target audience. And God just downloaded to me really quickly. He said, your target audience is you when you started. Your target audience is you when you started. Because you have the ability to speak to you. You know where you were. You know what your mindset was. You know what your posture was. You can speak to that. So if you are looking for where you are called to be, find you when you first started. That's who you're called to talk to. That's who you're called to share with. You are enough. And God has a people that are assigned to your voice. Everybody want to be a preacher with the microphone, but who going to preach in the clinic? Who going to preach at the bank? Who going to preach at the grocery store? God has graced you for this. You are enough for this. So understand that you came into this place and you were released for your next place. You were released because God has something for you. You were released because God needed a voice in the earth realm. Elizabeth was pregnant with John the Baptist. She had no sign of being pregnant. She had no sign of being pregnant. The reason why when Mary came, the baby began to leap, because she could have went through the whole thing without having a sign of pregnancy and then risk the baby dying. But the reason why he was so important was because he was on assignment to blaze the trail for Jesus. You're on assignment. That's why the enemy couldn't take you out. The reality of it is, that's why God hid you long enough until you got strength. See, you thought they rejected you. God hid you so you can get your strength. You thought God was getting everybody else their blessing and their breakthrough, and I didn't have it. But when Mary showed up, John the Baptist began to leap. She was already further along pregnant. See, you thought everybody else was getting blessed, and you wasn't, when God said, no, your blessing was just in disguise, because you wasn't ready to handle it yet. You wasn't ready to handle it yet. So I disguised it. It was there all along, but I disguised it until you were able to perceive it. Until you were able to perceive that this is not just a baby. This is not just a son, but this is John the Baptist, the one who would prepare the way. This is the one who would baptize him. This is the one who would go before him, crying out. You're not just pregnant. You're pregnant with purpose. Your purpose is huge. So I couldn't let you know you were pregnant before time. You would have aborted it. Your recklessness would have miscarried it. So I had to hide it until you were strengthened. So yesterday you got your release. You've been strengthened. Your baby has leaped. Now you got to go out because somebody needs to hear your voice. They need to hear your voice. They need to hear your story. They need to hear your testimony. They need to hear what you've been through. So today I want to tell you that you are enough. I want everybody to stand to their feet. We're going to go back into worship for just a few minutes because God is getting ready. We started this session this way. We're going to end it this way, the same way we started it, because he's going to exchange now. See, you didn't know what was happening before the word, but now you know that he's exchanging now. So go back into worship right here. Come on, give him the fruit of your lips now that you understand that just like these women in the Bible, you are enough. You are enough. He's called you to be who he's called you to be. And he's already equipped you. He's already given you the necessary tools. He's already given you the necessary things. Come on, give him the fruit of your lips. Open your mouth and talk to him. Father, we thank you. If you're in this room today, and we're hurrying for the next section, but